So we having issues with rent increases. They need to be requested 90 days.
Pause 1 second. Your name is?
I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Fatima Karama, and I'm the supervisor for the leasing and the recertification department.
Got it. And my name is Jonathan Mickles, and I'm treasurer for DC Housing Provider Association, and you had some updates for us tonight. I wanted to make sure we did a quick video to recap some of the changes that you had. What were the issues that you're having right now with a couple of the documents that landlords are sending in DC?
Okay, the rent increases need to be requested 90 days prior to the tenant's anniversary date and not the lease date.
Got it.
But
now,
the anniversary date.
How do they find out the anniversary date?
They can find out on the landlord portal. They can find out the anniversary date on there. It'll tell the date that it came into the program.
So go to the portal, find out what the anniversary date. Yes. 90 days prior to that, if you're going to request one, request an increase, go there. Now, you gave us some information about the difference between the sub-market rents and the, what was that? The voucher.
Standard.
And the payment standard.
Yes.
So what is the difference between the two?
Okay, the sub-market is...
Let me see that one right quick. Yes. This is the payment standard?
Yes.
Okay, so just give you an example of what that document looks like. This is the payment standard, and this tells everyone how much the voucher is worth. It's not necessarily how much you're going to get for rent.
For rent, correct.
What determines what they get for rent?
It's the sub-market.
It's a sub-market, like comparables?
Comparables, yes.
Okay.
Let me look for it.
So, for example, while she's finding that, and thank you, that's what that document looks like, and you probably have been online to see what it looks like. Got it.
The rent over.
So for this particular situation, if someone qualified for an efficiency up to 1517 is what they qualified for, but then in this particular example, this is Old City 1, an efficiency
all the way up top?
All the way up top, 1294 and then 1265. And 1165.
With utilities is 1294. Without utilities is 1165.
Right. So even though the voucher is worth 1517, you won't be able to get that. You'll be able to get. Okay. What's the next one that you got? I'll take that.
The next one is the what did I say? The HAP contract. Yes, they need to sign once they receive the HAP contract. Need to sign it and return it within 10 business days.
What happens if they don't sign it and return it within 10 business days?
We're gonna move the tenant out and they won't get paid.
They will not get paid.
Correct.
Okay.
And they will have to start the process all over.
Okay. So the HAMP contract, you also pointed out, we need to make sure that we read that as landlords.
Correct.
Because
they have all the instructions and all the requirements that the housing authority requires.
Got it.
Right here, this is the HAP contract.
And so one of the other things that people need to know is that they need to enforce their lease.
Yes.
And that's what the session tonight is about, is what happens if you have to do an eviction.
Correct.
Okay, so that's something that you can learn here. There were a couple other things that you had that just make sure that we get all those things, because you're talking to all the landlords in DC right now. We want to make sure that they get this information.
Oh, okay. I said please make sure that you read your HAP contract carefully. It tells, okay, I was saying that the specialists are not marshals. We don't move the tenant out of your unit.
Okay.
You have to enforce your lease, just like you told them.
Got it.
You have to enforce their lease.
There was one other document that you had where on one page people were writing one figure, and they were writing. Okay, so what's the name of that document?
This one is the checklist.
Okay.
On the RFTA packet.
The RFTA packet, the checklist. So this amount right here is what you may say, okay, it's $1,500 or something, or $2,200. You had a case like that.
Yes.
However, you do not base your increase on that. You base your increase off of this is about
the request for tenancy right here.
The request for tenancy document.
Yes.
There you go. So whatever that number is up there, that's the number that they base it on.
Correct.
And so if that number doesn't match the number over here, you guys are you're going to ignore this page altogether.
I'm gonna do that.
This number is the one that you really need.
Correct. Because this is the actual document.
Gotcha.
This one is just a checklist.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else that we need to know, to make your life easier and make our lives a lot easier?
And I talk about the voided checks.
Yes, you did.
They need to give us voided checks.
And IDs. So let's talk about the voided checks real quick.
Correct.
So for if you even a property manager or a resident manager of an apartment building, they still need to send a voided check with every unit that they're requesting a rent increase for.
Every person, yes.
Now, it does not have to be a different voided check. It could be the same.
Once it's the same account, and the same routing number.
Got it. And if you are a new landlord and you will not accept starter checks.
No.
Okay. So that means that everyone will need to get something on letterhead from a bank in order to. Okay.
Yes. That has the routing number.
That has a routing
and
number.
The account number on it.
And the account number.
Correct.
No starter checks.
Yes.
Finally, IDs.
Yes.
You had some problems with
the IDs.
What was the issue that you had there?
We have people that are not, well, the property managers don't want to give their IDs because they're thinking that they work for the
owner.
Yes,
Got it.
So they don't think they have to give their IDs.
But they have
but
to.
we require
Okay.
an ID.
So then what we want is an ID.
Yes,
but with the RFT, with the packet. So whether or not you are owner or resident manager, if you're submitting the documentation, you must have an ID. Correct. Now, it's okay if they black out their address.
Yes.
Okay, but as long as you have an ID that you can
Correct.
put with that.
Yes,
okay.
That's clear, okay?
Okay. Is there anything else?
And the deeds need to come with everything else.
And the deeds need to be there. Okay.
Yes, and that's it.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time. Take care.
Okay.